All right. Here are all of the verbs. Iku is, so actually, okay. To go is iku. Iku is to go. To go back / return is kareru. Kareru is to go back or to return. To listen is kiku. Kiku is to listen or hear. To drink is nomu. Nomu is to drink. To talk is hanasu. Hanasu is to talk or to speak. To read is yomu. Yomu is to read. To get up is akiru. Okiru is to get up. To eat is taberu. Taberu is to eat. To sleep is neru. Neru is to sleep. To see, to look at, to watch is miru. Miru is to see, to look at, or to watch. To come is kuru. Kuru is to come. To do is suru. Suru is to do. To study is benkyo suru. Benkyo suru is to study. To meet / to see a person is au. Au is to meet or to see a person. There is aru. Aru is there is. To buy is kau. Kau is to buy. To write is kaku. Kaku is to write. To take pictures is toru. Toru is to take pictures. To wait is mitsu. Mitsu is to wait. To understand is wakaru. Wakaru is to understand. To swim is oyogu. Oyogu is to swim. To ask is kiku. Kiku is to ask. To ride or to board is noru. Noru is to ride. To do / to perform is yaru. Yaru is to perform or to do. To go out is dekakeru. Dekakeru is to go out. To play is osobu. Osobu is to play. To hurry is isogu. Isogu is to hurry. To take a bath is ofuru ni hariru. Ofuro ni hariru is to take a bath. To return things is kaesu. Kaesu is to return a thing. To turn off is kesu. Kesu is to turn off. To die is shimu. Shimu is to die. That's the one with like the little, it's like a little pretzel with a little squirrel on the end. To sit down is suaru. Suaru is to sit down. To stand up is tatsu. Tatsu is to stand up. To smoke is tabako o su. Tabako o su is to smoke. To use is tsukau. Tsukau is to use. To help is tetsu dau. Tetsu dau is to help. To enter is hariru. Hairu is to enter. To carry or to hold is mutsu. Mutsu is to carry or to hold. To be absent from, to rest, or to go on vacation is yasumu. Yasumu is to be absent from or to rest. To open something is akeru. Akeru is to open something. To teach is oshieru. Oshieru is to teach. To get off is ariru. Ariru is to get off. To borrow is kariru. Kariru is to borrow. To close something is shineru. Shineru is to close something, because ne is the one without the little swirl at the end, the pretzel without the swirl. To turn on is sukeru. Sukeru is to turn on. To make a phone call is denwa o kakeru. Denwa o kakeru is to make a phone call. To forget or to leave behind is wasureru. Wasureru is to leave behind. To bring a person is sure tekuru. Sure tekuru is to bring a person. To bring a thing is motte kuru. Motte kuru is to bring a thing. To sing is uteu. Uteu is to sing. To put on a hat, that'd be kaburu. Kaburu is to put on a hat. To get to know is shiru. Shiru is get to know. I know is shiteimasu. Shiteimasu is I know. I do not know is shirimasen. Shirimasen is I do not know. To live is sumi. Sumi is sumu. Sumu is to live. To live is sumu. To put on items below your waist is haku. Haku is to put on something below the waist. To put on glasses is nuga. I don't know what that is. Nugayu o kakeru. It looks like wa, but instead there's like a little swirl. So it's like nuga. I don't know what that is. O kakeru. To put clothes on above your waist is kiru. Kiru is to put clothes on above your waist. To get married is kekkon suru. Kekkon suru is to get married. To wash is oraru. Araru. Araru is to wash. To say is iu. Iu is to say. To need is iru. Iru is to need. To be late for is osoku naru. Osoku naru is to be late for. To think is omou. Omou is to think. To cut is kiru. Kiru is to cut. To make is sukuru. Sukuru is to make. To take something is motteiku. Motteiku is to take. To stare at is jiro jiro miru. Jiro jiro miru is to stare at. To begin is hashimeru. Hashimeru is to begin. To drive is unten suru. Unten suru is to drive. To do laundry is sentaku suru. Sentaku suru is to do laundry. To clean is soji suru. Soji suru is to clean. To cook is ryori suru. Ryori suru is to cook. To dance is odoru. Odoru is to dance. Something ends is owaru. Owaru is something ends. To be popular is ninki ga aru. Ninki ga aru is to be popular. Something begins is hajimaru. Hajimaru is something begins. To play a string instrument or piano is hiku. Hiku is to play a string instrument or piano. To get from somebody is moraru. Moraru is to get from somebody. To memorize is obo eru. Obo eru is to memorize. To appear or to attend or to exit is deru. Deru is to appear, to attend, or to exit. To do physical exercises is undo suru. Undo suru is to do physical exercises. To take a walk is sanpo suru. Sanpo suru is to take a walk. To take an amount of time or money is kakaru. Kakaru is to take an amount of time or money. To stay at a hotel is tomaru. Tomoru. Tomoru is to stay tomaru. Tomaru is to stay at a hotel. To become is naru. Naru is to become. To pay is wararu. No, hararu. Hararu is to pay. To decide is kinuru. Kinuru is to decide. Or kimeru. It doesn't have it's a pretzel with that little thing. So kimeru might be to decide. To practice is rensho suru. Rensho suru is to practice. To tell a lie is uso suku. Uso suku is to tell a lie. To become hungry is Onaka ga suku. Onaka ga suku is to become hungry. To own a pet is kao. Kao is to own a pet. To cut classes is saboru. Saboru is to cut classes. To take a class to get a grade is toru. Toru is to take a class to get a grade. To learn is harau. Nararu. To learn is nararu. Nararu is to learn. To climb is noboru. Noboru is to climb. To work is hataraku. Hataraku is to work. To get tired is sukareru. Sukareru is to get tired. To quit is yomeru. Yomeru is to quit. No, yameru. To quit is yameru. Yameru is to quit. To have a fight, to quarrel, is ken ga suru. Ken ga suru is to have a fight. To introduce is shou kai suru. Shou kai suru is to introduce. To go on a diet is daieto suru. Daieto suru is to go on a diet. To be late for an appointment is chikoku suru. Chikoku suru is to be late for an appointment. To study abroad is ryogaku suru. Ryogaku suru is to study abroad. To catch a cold is kazen o hiku. Kazen o hiku is to catch a cold. To be interested in is kyomi ga aru. Kyomi ga aru is to be interested in. To lose is nakusu. Nakusu is to lose. To become thirsty is nodo ga kawaku. Nodo ga kawaku is to become thirsty. To have a fever is the swirly I think it's, something like that. Nutsu ga aru. Nutsu ga aru is to have a fever. To cough is seki ga deru. Seki ga deru is to cough. To break up, to separate is wakareru. Wakareru is to break up or to separate. To get nervous is kinshou suru. Kinshou suru is to get nervous. To knit is amu. Amu is to knit. To lend or to rent is kasu. Kasu is to lend or to rent. To do one's best, to try hard, is ganbaru. Ganbaru is to do one's best. To cry is naku. Naku is to cry. To brush teeth, to polish, is migaku. Migaku is to brush teeth or to polish. To keep a promise is yakusoku o mamoru. Yakusoku o mamoru is to keep a promise. To be moved, touched by, is kando suru. Kando suru is to be moved. To send is okoru. Okoru is to send. To look good on somebody is niau. Niau is to look good on somebody. To give up is akira neru. Akira neru is to give up. To give to others is ageru. To give to me is kureru. To come into existence, to be made, is dekiru. Dekiru is to come into existence or to be made. To consult is sodan suru. Sodan suru is to consult. To propose a marriage is puropozu suru. Puropozo suru. To sell is aru. Aru is to sell. To withdraw money is arosu. Orosu is to withdraw money. To draw or to paint is kaku. Kaku is to draw or to paint. To look for is sagasu. Sagasu is to look for. To invite is sasou. Sasou is to invite. To date someone, to keep company, is suki au. Suki au is to date or to someone or to keep company. To arrive, it's tsuku. Tsuku is to arrive. To buy insurance is hoken ni hairu. Hoken ni hairu is to buy insurance. To be cautious is kyo tsukeru. Kiosikeru is to be cautious. To look into a matter is shiraberu. Shiraberu is to look into a matter. To throw away is suteru. Suteru is to throw away. To be visible is mireru. Mieru is to be visible. To decide on an item is suru. Suru is to decide on an item. To graduate from is sotsu gyo suru. Sotsu gyo suru is to graduate from. To reserve is yoyaku suru. Yoyaku suru is to reserve. To wake someone up is oko suru. Okosu is to wake someone up. To treat someone to a meal is ogoru. Ogoru is to treat someone to a meal. To get depressed is ochigomu. Ochikomu is to get depressed. Komaru is to have difficulty. To have difficulty is komoru. To take something out to hand in something is dasu. Dasu is to take something out to hand in something. To take someone to a place is tsureteiku. Tsureteiku is to take someone to a place. To correct or to fix is naosu. Naosu is to correct or to fix. To become lost is michi ni mayo. Michi ni yamo. Michi ni mayo is to become lost. To translate is yakusu. Yakusu is to translate. To laugh is wararu. Wararu is to laugh. To collect is atsuneru. Atsuneru is to collect. To put something in is ireru. Ireru is to put something in. To miss a train, a bus, etc. is noriokureru. Noriokureru is to miss a train, a bus, or etc. To show is miseru. Miseru is to show. To oversleep is asa no ho suru. Asa no ho suru is to oversleep. To show someone around is onnai suru. Annai suru is to show someone around. To explain is setsune suru. Setsune suru is to explain. To come pick someone up is mukae ni kuru. Mukae ni kuru is to come and pick someone up.